Rock Einersen, thanks for joining us after this big win against conference rival Illinois. First, just your thoughts on today's game and the overall weekend.
It was a good team win. I mean, our team really came together after this. Our D stepped up, especially with Backen going down. He's a big part of our team, and we had to step up today, and the team just clicked today and this past weekend, and it feels good to come away with 2 wins.
Yeah, it was just one of those weekends where we can really build off it going forward the rest of the season. We've kind of struggled here early part of the first half of the season with closing out weekends and closing out games, and this weekend I felt that we really did a good job of bearing down a D zone and coming together as a collective group and getting the job done for a full 60 minutes both nights. As
the new guy to the team, mid-season addition, is it a challenge getting involved with the new team, or is it just kind of a breath of fresh air and a new opportunity?
It's kind of a breath of fresh air, to be honest with you. Coming here, the whole team, the coaching staff, the organization, the players, they've welcomed me with open arms, and it's been a real smooth transition period coming over here. And it's just kind of one of those things where I'm getting my shot every night, and with support of my teammates, things are just seem to be clicking right now, and hopefully we can keep it going moving forward.
As I said, it was a little bit of a short bench this weekend. You guys played a lot of minutes. Does that help, though, going into the stretch run?
I mean, it does help. I mean, you got to keep short shifts and stay fresh throughout the entire game. You can't get caught out there, and then they'll kill you for the next couple shifts. But we did a pretty good job tonight, staying together and staying controlled on our shifts. And our offense and our goalie, Carpsey, was awesome tonight, so it made it easier for us to shut them down tonight.
On the defensive end, you might have a little more to talk about on that, but Rock too as well. It seemed like it was a real team effort, blocking a lot of shots, getting those pucks out of those high-scoring areas.
Yeah, I think we blocked more shots tonight than we have in any game of the season. And he fits right in. He fits right in with the system. He's a good guy, and I mean, it was an easy transition for him to just step right in and make an impact right away.
Yeah, tonight we had especially in the third period, we had to kill off that big 5-minute, and that was a huge chance, especially for Illinois if they get one early. It was only a 2-goal game at that point. They could have easily got back into it, but all of us together as a unit, we really came together and we killed off that huge 5-minute penalty. And I think from there on out, that solidified the win for us tonight.
All right. Well, we'll let you get rested up, and good luck going on the road the next couple weeks.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Coach, thanks for joining us. Big 4-1 win versus rival Illinois. First, just your thoughts on today's game and the overall weekend.
This was a very satisfying win for us because there's a tremendous amount of pride and pushback in Illinois. The game was pretty easy once we got a 3-goal lead in last night, but we had to work for 60 minutes. And what was nice is there's a maturation process of a very young team stabilized by a freshman goaltender. I think that Cody Karpinski was fantastic today. Our penalty kill pulled together, and it was a very gratifying win to watch the maturation process of young kids enjoying the means and the process of how to get that victory.
Both games this weekend, you guys gave up the go-ahead goal early, but it seemed like the team stayed composed, stuck to the systems, and battled through to come ahead and come out with big wins.
Well, you have to. I mean, it's learning how to win. You'd like to say that you should learn something from losses, and we didn't in the first half of the season. But it's nothing like a win to overlook mistakes and have a fresher start and not grip the stick, too tight. It is just a hard-working team. We've always been good, but just fragile as far as our personality and temperament of handling the ebbs and flows of the game. And when they start recognizing that everybody has to be productive and has to take ownership in their roles, we found success this weekend, and I'm very proud of my players.
As the head coach, it must be nice to see a lot of chemistry developing on all the lines in the team.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's all about chemistry, and most important thing is we've had 2 fine weeks of practice, and the chemistry in practice in the dressing room has been a welcoming breath of fresh air. To have 4 weeks off, it's a substantial Christmas break that we have here at Lindenwood, but we take advantage in January of really honing in on what we want to do, and that chemistry has been an issue. Having solidified lines and chemistry amongst players and having familiarity with them, I think the result is that you've seen a production increase because of that. So they have to take it upon themselves. It's I've always been one to believe that you need 2 guys that really play well together on a line, and 3 have to network together, and they're starting to understand that.
And thoughts now, you guys put together a complete weekend. Is that something that you can build on, especially with some road contests coming up?
We have to build on it. It's the philosophy here at Lindenwood is to win the last game of the season. It's winning a national tournament, and we say it a lot, and unfortunately it gets extremely old in that we have probably the toughest schedule in the league. Going through the learning process, playing against such good teams, we didn't have the success in the beginning of the year, and hopefully we become a better team, but we've definitely had the experience of playing against all the good teams. It's just improvement, gradual improvements. It's never a sprint, it's a marathon, and it's timing at the end. It's nice to win. We go on the road. We've got to play the Lindenwood way, and that's our focus. It's never been about who we're playing. Let's make certain that we play the right way, and that's getting players to understand my definition of the right way sometimes takes longer than others.
Any other thoughts you have about this weekend?
Well, I'm really happy again. I'm going to bring up Cody Karpinski. I'm really happy. I mean, we've gone a long time without having consistency in net. Now he's got 3 wins for our program. He's just a good individual, still young. Still going to make mistakes, but what's nice is he's been lucky. And when I say lucky, he's been at the right place. He's been prepared for an opportunity, and he's taken advantage of the opportunity. And what it's done for our defense, I think this is the finest 120 minutes that my young defense have played. I mean, to go back and to handle the type of forecheck and the intensity, especially in this game against Illinois, and really be grounded and not frazzled. Showed because when we went down, we shortened the bench on our back end, and the guys weren't tired. And by saying that, it's not physical. It's strictly a confidence and emotion that moves them through it. And the veterans like Nick Carey, the way that he played on both sides of the puck, I'm just very proud of him maturing into the way that I expect him to play.
Well, thank you, Coach, and good luck on the road the next couple weeks.
Thank you.